Hello everyone, can you hear me well?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So hello, before we begin I would like to say I'm very happy to be here, and I would like to tell you a story about my career in IT. So let's begin. My name is Karol Czerkies. I'm a low-code tech lead in JLabs, and I'm working in IT since 2016. During my IT studies, I was coding in C++. Okay, is it better now?
Yes.
Okay, so during my studies, I was coding in C++, Java, and other languages. But to be honest, I felt like it's not a right path for me. So I started to work as a broadly defined system engineer. I went through a lot of paths of IT industry. I was a help desk support engineer at the beginning. Later, I was a database administrator. I also worked with virtual machines, backups, and in security. And I was looking for something when I will feel like that this option is a great path for me. This moment came pretty fast, so basically when we started to migrate our systems to Office 365 Cloud, I had an external training from another company, and I found out that Power Platform is a great place to automatize repetitive processes in the company. So at the beginning, I remember my first project was about to report an accident at work. So basically, user had to fill the form, and health and safety department was informed after clicking a button about the accident. And this is how it started with low code. So as you can see, I went through a lot of paths in IT industry. And yeah, I would like to ask you, how many of you uses Office 365 Cloud in daily work? Show me by raising your hand. Yeah, a lot of. So for Office 365 is a cloud-based platform. It has a lot of well-known applications like Microsoft Teams, Excel, Word, Outlook, etc. But also, Office 365 has another applications, and I would like to ask you, how many of you uses Power Apps or Power Automate in daily work? Okay, it's also available in Office 365. Not so many, because no one raised the hand. So yeah, I'm using it. And yeah, this is low-code applications under Office 365 Cloud. And I would like to show you today why it's great and why I'm in love with low-code. So why? Firstly, data is stored in the cloud. So basically, we have all information of the user in Office 365 Cloud, information about his name, surname, email, line manager, etc. Small team creates solution and fast delivery time. So I will show you an example that in JLabs we started to work with two people, non-technical owner of the process and me. And it was like I was gathering requirements from business owner, and I was trying to understand how the process works. That's how we started a simple repetitive processes in the company, like ordering a shipment, reporting visit guest in the office. We also created hot desk reservation, and we found out that creating this solution is pretty fast. A lot of our co-workers told us great feedback of that solutions. And also, a few years ago, pandemic started, and more departments in JLabs sent us inquiries about automation in their department. So Due to that pandemic, low-code became very popular in our company, and we created a lot of applications for different departments in JLabs. For example, we created reporting integration meetings for finance department. We created also automation of onboarding process for legal department, and also we created an IT shop when users are able to order a monitor or notebook from IT department. We also created, as I mentioned before, a hot desk reservation. And a few weeks ago, JLabs decided to merge that all applications created in Power Apps, and we created an enterprise portal which is named JPortal, and I would like to show you how it's working. So basically, this is a start screen, and this is the solutions we created. Right now we have around 12 automations, and today I would like to show you as an example how booking a desk works. So basically we are in Power Apps application. So this is something like a front end, and here when we click book a desk, we are redirected to the application. Here we have office map, as you can see, and a list of available desks, and what we need to do is to select a desk and a date, of course, when we want to sit in the office. So I would like to reserve a desk for tomorrow. So I need to select the desk, the first one. After clicking that, I will be redirected to another screen, and by clicking book button, I will make a reservation. After that, I will be informed in Power Apps application that it's done. And also I will get notification in Outlook about reservation. And I would like to show you how it's working. So by clicking this button book, we are creating an item on SharePoint list. It's something like Excel spreadsheet. And when we create that item by clicking book button, Power Automate will, we create in the Power Automate is something like a backend, and as you can see, when an item is created on SharePoint, we are sending an email to the user. So this is how it's working. And I would like to show you why I love low code, because lastly we implemented also additional solution to this reservation of desks, scanning QR codes. So basically when you come to the office and you scan QR code via your mobile, you will be redirected to book desk reservation booking, and the desk which you scanned the QR code will be selected, and it will be automatically for today, so you will be able to see if a desk is available or already reserved by someone. So as you can see, there is a lot of possibilities to upgrade the applications which we already created, and I love low code because of that, because when we create a new solution, we can upgrade the previous solution, for example. As I told you before, there is a lot of possibilities. We created a lot of ideas. We gathered a lot of ideas from our colleagues from JLabs. For example, I would like to, let's take a look at parking reservation. So it would be very easy to implement, because when I created a desk reservation, it took me around 3 or 4 weeks. What I need to do, just change the office map to parking map, change desk list to parking list slots, and change email text, and it's done. So basically, I would do that in 2 days. Another example, report equipment issue in the office. So let's imagine that we have QR codes on every equipment in the office. For example, on coffee machine in the kitchen or on printers. And when we scan QR code, we can create an application that when we scan QR code on printer, for example, we will be redirected to that application, and automatically selected will be IT department, because as far as I know, IT department is usually dependent for printers. So it will be automatically selected, and you will need just to fill the form what's going on with that printer, and optionally attach a picture. And when you click a button to send, it will be automatically sent to IT department. And I would like to show you another example, a suggestion box. So according to Milena's presentation, when we would like to, for example, I created that application, when we would like to, for example, send a complaint for HR department anonymously, we can do it by creating an application where we can send anonymously information that, for example, HR department is not working well. So yeah, I already created. Sorry?
Is it called fake news? Fake news.
Fake news.
Yes.
I don't know, to be honest. But I implemented that in one company, and as far as I know, it's working well. But yeah, if it's fake news, I didn't heard that it was in that company, but yeah, you can do it anonymously. Okay, so as you can see, a lot of possibilities, and it's just a few one. Already in JLabs we have around 20 ideas for next 2 years, because implementation of one application is taking, desk reservation was pretty simple, 3-4 weeks, but when we create something like, I don't know, onboarding or absences, it will make more time for us to implement, and I think one application 2-3 months. More complex than reservation of desk. Okay, and I would like to tell you what I like in low code. I'm telling it from the beginning, but yeah, building an application from currently implemented solutions. So as I mentioned before, it's great for me because when we implement one solution, we can attach this upgrade to another one. Small team is enough to complete the development. Right now we are working in 3 people in team. So yes, it's not one person from business and 2 developers. One platform which is used by most companies in the world, Office 365, is very popular, especially in Europe. But also, as far as I know, Google has similar tools of low code and no code. Cooperation with business, so for me it's an advantage, but for someone it can be disadvantage. I really like to work with people. As I mentioned at the beginning, I don't like to code all the time, so I really enjoy working with business. I like to know how their department works, because I'm working in IT and another department has another processes, and I like to automate it. And what else is great? You can attach your developed applications everywhere in Office 365 environment. A lot of companies has intranet on SharePoint, based on SharePoint. So basically you can put it on intranet or on Teams, for example. Another advantages, not for me, for business. So yeah, it's automation of simple repetitive process. One person from the department is engaged to build a solution with us. Speed of implementation, as I mentioned before, 3-4 weeks around for desk reservation. And after rollout, time saving for everyone because it's automated, so it's working when you fill the form in Power Apps. Yeah, and what we don't like in low code, so this is something like limited customization options. We have pre-built components. It's hard to modify it. So due to that, it's hard to build very complex solutions. Yeah, we have to be in Office 365 Cloud. There are other options, of course. And the biggest disadvantage for me, only one developer can edit the application at the same time. As far as I know, Microsoft is working on that, but I'm not sure when it will be done, when at least 2 developers will be able to edit the application at the same time. So let's focus now on numbers. So yeah, according to Forrester, it's 10 times faster to implement using local applications instead of custom software development. And yeah, according to Gartner, by 2026, around 75% of new applications will be built using low-code solutions. And 80% of tech products and services will be built by citizen developers. And I would like to say who is citizen developer. So, and to be honest, it can be anyone in the company. It's a person who is an empowered business user, it can be a person who is in marketing department or HR department, and he would like to do low code. And as I mentioned at the beginning, low-code is very popular. This is just a small screen about my LinkedIn. So this is 1 week in LinkedIn. As you can see, there is a lot of messages to me about automate processes in their company. So I get a lot of offers. In 1 week, it's around 10 or 15.
Say no to them.
I'm saying no. Yeah, no worries, Rafał. Yeah. Okay, and to be honest, my LinkedIn is not very filled with information what I'm doing. To be honest, I have only information about Power Platform. And okay, 1 second. Oh, yeah, we are. Yeah, it's working by touchpad. Okay, never mind, sorry. Okay, some quick summary. So it's very easy to use. To be honest, every can be low-code developer. And it becomes very popular, as I mentioned on previous screen from my LinkedIn screenshot. Reduction of manual work. So yeah, there is a lot of reduction. For example, we created onboarding process for legal department, and colleagues from legal department told me that they spent around 3 days per month on onboarding, because in JLabs, when you come to JLabs, you need to pass some tests for department, and I automated it from A to Z, and everything is automated. Legal department is not spending 3 days per month on that. And as I told you before, yeah, at the beginning, everyone can do low code.